Thursday night, one more live stream. This is our third live stream of the day. We are back at it. We're going to do a football-only stream. We are celebrating 4,000 watch hours and full monetization on YouTube tonight. We just dropped off a huge order, $21. It went 13 miles, but we got her dropped off, so that's good. We've got that done. We're on our way in the general direction of home. However, we're going to certainly keep going here. Please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching this on replay, if you hit that subscribe, you'll be notified for future live streams. We try to stream some food delivery while we're also talking football a couple times a week. And so we have that going for us here. We are having Uber Eats and Grubhub on. We do have DoorDash off because I'm kind of done with DoorDash for the night, but I hope everybody is doing well. And we're kind of just driving the general direction of home, but we'll be updating you guys on the football game as well. I'm listening to Tom Grassi, got his stream going in my ear as well, in the midst of trying to find another order if we can possibly do that. So we got a penalty on the Lions. The ball is down really close to the goal line here for the Packers. So right now the Lions do have a 10-0 lead, but the Packers are deep in Lions territory. So we are rocking and rolling here on a Thursday night. It is a touchdown! Packers on Josh Jacobs running the ball in. So that will bring the score here to 10-6. 10-6. So the Packers are finally on the board here. There is 5:35 left in the first half. So we're running out of time here before we get to halftime. I don't really expect there to be too many orders. Packers touchdown. Yes, Ryan, right as I got this stream going, it looked like they were going to get held to a field goal until they got that penalty, and they got the penalty as soon as I went live. So you can thank me for that Packers touchdown. 10-7 is now the score. The extra point is good. There's about 5 minutes and change remaining in the first half. So we are back on. We are all football now on this stream for the rest of the night. I don't know how much longer. I'll stay on through halftime at least. So I'm on my way home. I've got to go quite a few miles to get to home. So both teams right. Yeah, because the Lions touchdown was kind of helped by pass interference there as well, right? So Grassi's got his P for the D little advertisement thing rolling. So I missed a good chunk of like the first half of the game here, the first half of the first half, or even first 2/3 of the first half, but we're good now. I'm not expecting any more orders to come in, and it's certainly not going to be crazy busy like it was before. For as slow of a start as we had with food delivery tonight, I was actually amazed how we were then busy for like 2 hours. And like right as orders were dying down, that time last night was the time that orders picked up tonight. So you just never know what it's going to be or where it's going to be or anything like that. So if you get a situation here where the Packers beat the Lions, and then soon after that you get the Vikings beat the Lions, and then the Vikings lose to the Packers, assuming they have to play one more time, you could end up with a mess of teams at the top of the NFC North. I would say by far the NFC North is the most impressive division of the year. This is, I know, the Packers' second game against the Lions. Packers only have 3 losses this season. They're all to teams that have better record than them. The top 3 teams in the NFC are all teams that have beaten the Packers, and the Packers have beaten everybody else. So it's definitely one of those. The Packers are where they are in the standings, exactly where their record should be. It's not often that every team ahead of you you've lost to, and every team beneath you you've beaten. Good evening, Two Evil. Long time no talk. How are you doing? We officially hit the 4,000 watch hours today, so super excited about that. As everybody's coming in the chat, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on the pathway to 20 subscribers and looking for 25 channel members. Channel memberships are available at 2, 5, or 25. 3 different options for you there. And so we're just going to be out talking football right now. Packers just scored a touchdown to bring the game to 10-7. I've got Uber Eats and Grubhub on. I have DoorDash off. There is a DoorDash earn by time offer, but I just don't really know if I want to be driving all over crazy town here tonight. I'm pretty tired, haven't had supper, got to be up at 5:45 tomorrow. So we're going to be streaming a lot tomorrow as well. Very funny, Two Evil. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for your long time support of the channel as well. I mean, you were back around when we were talking about, like, we're trying to get to 1,300 watch hours or 1,400 watch hours, and now it's not really a thing that we need to talk about anymore. I was kind of realizing that tonight. I was like, you know, like, we're still going to stream. I still want to hang out with you guys and stuff, but definitely don't need to have that focus on watch hours like we once did. So that's kind of exciting. To work towards other goals, different things. Jesus is king. Yes, he is. It's an old, I think it's like an old Southern gospel song. King Jesus is all. King Jesus is all. My all in all. My all in all. Well, I don't remember how the whole thing goes. Yep, subs and memberships. Those are the 2 goals. So we're going to do that. But it's nice to not have to constantly monitor the watch hours at this point in time. People are driving fast on the interstate tonight. I don't mind going a couple miles an hour over, but it's pretty wild out here. All right, Packers do have the ball. They're trying to drive here. I believe it's 3rd down. So, yes, 14-20 for subscribers is what we're looking for, and 25 for membership. So 5 new subs, 5 new memberships. That's the way that you guys can help grow the channel here tonight. We also have merch. The Magic Dumpster merch is there. I put a link in the description. So if you want to buy a Magic Dumpster t-shirt or sweatshirt or sticker. First down Lions there with a 6-yard gain on 3rd down. So Lions are trying to mount a drive back here in response to that Packers touchdown. Got about 3 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. I don't know if I'm going to make it home by the time it's halftime. Kind of depends on if we get an order, but and also depends on how long the game takes too. First down Lions in the red zone here, all the way down to the 18-yard line for the Lions. So the Lions are no hesitation in responding. This Lions team, from what I've seen this year, they're really impressive. They just seem to, anytime they get hit, they seem to counterpunch really quick. All right. So the goal is basically, this stream's not going to be super long here tonight. I think we're probably just going to stay on through halftime. We'll do the Grassi raids with him. For those of you who want to go over to his channel here in a little bit, he loves to raid smaller creators. He actually hopped by our stream yesterday, hung out with us for a few minutes, super chatted us, and he's just been a super, I would just call him like a super fan, and we really appreciate what he's done, not just for us, but for other small creators and stuff like that. All right, so we're working our way towards home. We do have Uber Eats and Grubhub on. I'm just not expecting there to be any orders really left at this point in time, which is fine and understandable. We're gonna just, if we get home, we'll just park. I'll hang out in the parking lot through halftime. I'll throw my other phone on if I make it all the way home without orders. Throw the other phone on, and we'll hang out with Grassi in his stream as well. Raid some smaller creators, and if we happen to get raided, I will also be ready for the Grassi emojis. Why are Baptists so scary? Okay, so I'll say a couple things. I grew up in a Baptist home, so I'm going to say a couple things about it. It's a good question too, Evil. So here's one part of it is not all Baptists are the same. So that's the first thing. It's really hard. I know. For jokes and stuff like that, you lump Baptists together and different things, and we even do that when we make fun of like different communities within the world of churches and Christian groups and stuff like that. But truthfully, not all Baptists are the same. Some Baptists really struggle with this idea of expecting those who don't follow Jesus to practice the morals and principles that Jesus lays out. Okay? And this is why Baptists get scary, is because sometimes Baptists tend to think that behavioral modification is the solution as opposed to Jesus being the solution. All right, first down and goal at the 3-yard line for the Lions here. So Lions are trying to they get punched in the mouth and just counterpunch. So we're just a couple miles from home here at this point in time. I'll leave Uber Eats on for just a little bit longer, but once we're past Papa John's, probably pretty much done. So as soon as a follower of Jesus starts to assume that the solution for someone who is not a follower of Jesus is to modify their behavior as a means to achieving righteousness, it gets bad. Instead, a follower of Jesus needs to understand the only reason their behavior was modified was because of Jesus, and they need to understand that only by following Jesus will someone's behavior truly be modified, because only then will their heart be transformed. So if you want transformed behavior without a transformed heart, basically all you want is legalism, and it just slides down that slope of demanding that people act a certain way without having the heart understand why the actions mean anything. So the other thing is that Baptists sometimes tend to lean and err on the side of grace for other Christians, but law for non-Christians. And I think the biggest switch that you need to make is, look, you need to have grace for yourself too, because you're not going to be perfect. But you need to have grace for those who are not followers of Jesus, because that's what Jesus showed you. And at the same time, you got to take your sin a whole lot more seriously with it. How's it going, Casey? So we're doing a football stream, but we have a touchdown for the Lions, but Two Evil's talking some spiritual talk too as well. So it is touchdown Lions. We are now, maybe down before the end zone. It looks like it's going to be short of a touchdown now. So it's going to be short of a touchdown. I'm not sure what down it's going to be here. $13 for 17 miles on Uber Eats. We're going to pass on that. All right. It is 3rd and goal Lions now. Packers are going to use their timeout with a chance to maybe get the ball back here. So it looked like the Lions answered back, touchdown with a touchdown. Instead, they were held on 2nd down, just short. Do you think the Lions go for it on 4th? Because if you're going to go for it on 4th, it maybe changes your play call on 3rd. I think you just go right up the middle. All right, we got an eBay sale. I'm pretty sure that car just tried to drag race us. I think that car just tried to drag race a Pontiac Vibe. All right, so we got a $3 sale on eBay. We love it. We're just trying to do that. The last order was the biggest order, but it was also highest mileage order, KC. It was, yeah, did you guys hear that? Could you hear him? He was literally revving and trying to drag race a Pontiac Vibe. I'm like, that's when you're desperate, man. Because the car to his right was in no better shape than the Vibe, so I gotta assume. They stopped him. All right. What are they gonna do? They stopped the Lions on 3rd and goal. Are they gonna go for it? Or they kick the field goal? What do you guys think? No, he didn't get pulled over, sadly. I can still hear him. He's pretty far away, but I can still hear him. Yeah, something under the hood. It's a bucket of bolts. All right, we're past everything here. We're just getting junk orders, which is what we would expect this time of night. The only thing that would be worth doing is DoorDash Earn by Time, but I got to be up at 5:45 again tomorrow for the 3rd day in a row, and I haven't had supper yet. But we're going to go park. Means we're going to be, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it, but we're going to be parked for halftime. We're going to stay on through the grassy raids. Honestly, that's the main reason why we're doing this. Talk a little football, but I'm pretty beat. But we'll stay on through the grassy raids tonight. At least get a little football stream on. we just appreciate what Grassi's done, and so it's like, you know what, let's just get out there and do that. Yeah, so tomorrow is Friday already, which seems crazy. We're gonna live stream a good chunk of tomorrow, so it is touchdown Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs with a touchdown, so they go for it on 4th and they score. So yeah, chop chop, cheerio. Yeah. So anyway, we're just about home here, so not in England, in Florida. But we're gonna park. The Lions just scored. Packers are gonna get the ball here with like a few seconds left remaining in the half. I'm gonna stay out in the car though because everybody's sleeping inside, so I really can't be loud. But we can do this. We are home. We're gonna turn everything off. All right, yeah, we just sold just a lot of 2 cards, so that's just another $3, and it's just more little stuff. I'm just trying to sell lots of little stuff and get rid of it. We'll do some final updates on some stuff here, and then we're gonna do the Grassi rates. We're like $60 in sales on the day on Amazon. We're like 20 to 25 in sales on eBay. So yeah, so we're hanging out here. We're gonna, yep, Detroit touchdown. I mean, they had a good hold there, like on 3rd down, but they just couldn't do it. I mean, this Detroit team is impressive. How's it going, Savage? So we decided to throw on a football stream here just in case. We're gonna put the work in. We know Grassi knows we exist, so and we appreciate him. So I'm gonna do this. I gotta get switched over from my other channel to the Asideofhustle channel. So we are on a mission here tonight, trying to get to 1420 in subscribers, trying to get to 25. Yeah, I saw that. I saw he's moving to Wisconsin. So, I mean, it makes sense. It's where his heart is, so it makes sense for him to go there. So I wonder how close to Green Bay he's actually moving to. All right, let me get the stream on here. So I'm going to be participating in I think I'm gonna update the Grassi emojis to Grassi with a Santa hat the next time I get a chance to do that. Yeah, has he said where it is, Too Evil? I don't know. All right, he's doing the raids now. All right. Yeah, it doesn't matter as much, Tim. But if you want to stay on just in case we get a Grassi raid. Well, that's probably true. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if you just move into the Green Bay area. Like, why not? Why not? Like, it's better for your content creation. There's just so much more you can do. So I would just assume. All right, I gotta get my stream. Let's see. Trying to figure all this stuff out. Share. Let's go copy it. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, would it? Because if he raids us, then I'll just click the link and I'll be right back in my own stream. Where is it? All right, I'm going to do the first raid. Yep, the Packer streamer. It's funny when Grossi picks someone that is not familiar with who he is, especially like in the Packers niche. Like if you're streaming Packer stuff, I would think you would at least want to know about Grossi. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's really cool. Really cool, and I mean, I'm glad that he's done it. All right, here's the next one. Gotta go. Yeah, well, thank you, Ryan. And I mean, we've experienced so much with Grossi, and he popped by the stream last night just randomly, just came in the stream and super chatted and just hung out with us for a couple minutes. I'm like it's just so cool. It's funny. He's trying to find new people. He's like, I remember that hat. Yeah, did you see that? I know, it's like so cool. So cool. And I mean, that's not right. He's not streaming that. That's not a public thing. Like, you know what I mean? He's not doing that while he's doing the raids. He's like goes back and does that at a separate time. And it's like super, super cool. Well, I mean, early on, I don't know if he's done it much recently, but didn't he do it for a while, like Twitch streamers? I think Mr. Beach. It's a Lions fan. He's not looking up. The Lions fan's not looking up. Yeah, I don't know if Mr. Beast still does it, but it would be a good way, because Mr. Beast is facing some PR stuff right now, and I know he does lots of good stuff, but there's like a lot of things surrounding that too that all right, we'll see. He's done 3 raids. We'll see if I've gone to each one. So going in and yes, yeah, both of those were just, and you could. I haven't dug into the whole thing. Okay. Oh, and he also has Too Evil. There's some. Yeah, there's also some crypto stuff too. CoffeeZilla has done some crypto stuff. I don't want to like talk specifically about any of it because I haven't done the research. But so just simply from a PR perspective, him going in and doing stuff like this would definitely help win some new fans and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm not going to say anything one way or the other because I'm streaming and I'm not commenting. I haven't researched a lot of it, but Yeah. So, but here's the thing. I don't know all the details, and I'm a firm believer that there's always a chance for redemption. There's always a chance for repentance. And you know, one thing about like Jake and Logan, they had Cliff Connectley on their thing, who's like a prominent Christian. Here's another raid, another Lions raid. Yeah. Well, I mean, mon- money. Money is a corrupting thing, and right. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a firm believer that everybody worships something for sure. Awesome, thank you, Savage. We're probably gonna end the stream here pretty soon, anyway. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's a thing. It's Mr. Beast has a quote that says it's very lonely at the top. And if you get to the top and you're lonely, it probably means you missed out on some opportunities to bring some other people with you. And I would say, just in a general sense of the word, you want to look for, even if you're at the top, you're not really at the top, right? There's only one richest person in the world, and even if that happens to be you, so what? So what if, so you're the richest person in the world, but you have no friends, you have nobody who you want to spend time with and stuff. And so it seems like it's a whole lot better to say, like, you know what, I don't need to be the top. I can still be a top 10 creator and still help other people. And no, I mean, and there's lots of speculation on a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna just let people who are more well versed in it to research it, and if law enforcement needs to be involved, then let law enforcement be involved with whatever they need to be involved with. But yeah, no, it's like, it's hard, but I think in general too, like, live streaming provides just a little more accountability to small creators and as you grow. But your character, so what happens is sometimes people get a lot of money before their character has developed. And so and it's hard. I mean, there just aren't many people in their 20s or 30s who can handle tens of millions of dollars. There's a few that can, but most can't. Most can't mentally process that. I don't even know if I could do it. Like, if someone just gave me $1 million today, would I make wise decisions with it? Like, I could think of so many things I'd want to do with it right away, and it would be so hard not to. I mean, I think paying off the debts right away would be, like, important to do, but yeah, exactly. Like, you have to figure it out. So we were talking about the fruit of the Spirit the other night: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Like, those things have to be developed in you so you can handle things. And so I just think, for me, it's like, having had, obviously not millions of dollars, but having had a pretty good life and then having lost it and now rebuilding it back, I've got a whole lot of wisdom here, and my kids now going through the process of building back, they value money much more than I ever did. You know, my kids don't get an allowance. By the time I was their age, I was getting an allowance. You know, they don't get that. Every dollar they have, they've earned through, like right now they're flipping sports cards and Pokemon cards, or they'll win a prize and they'll have me sell it, or they'll pull a good card from a pack, they'll have me sell it. So I'm helping them with things that they just can't do yet because they don't have the skills. But like every dollar they have, or it's like gifts and like they're savers. So like my son has a gift certificate from like 2 years ago that he's still saving and holding and waiting for the right opportunity to spend and use. And so they're learning how to do this the hard way. They're not just getting a bunch of money. But if you just dump $10 million in front of the average 20-year-old or 30-year-old, most of them are just going to absolutely destroy themselves. It's just going to be a thing. It's the reason why a lot of lottery winners go broke. They were broke, so they bought a lottery ticket, and then they won the lottery, and then they go broke, because winning the lottery doesn't teach you how to manage your money. It just gives you more money to mismanage. And if you have more money to mismanage than you've ever had before, it's really easy to mismanage it. So, all right. Well, that being said, if you guys got anything else, let me know. I'll give you like 5 more minutes if you want. It's 9:55. But I'm hungry, and the game's about to get started again. We'll refresh chat here really quick, but if there's nothing else, I think I'm going to scooch because I got stuff to do. If you haven't hit the like or the subscribe, wouldn't mind if you would. That would be much appreciated. We're trying to get to 1420 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 25 channel members. So that's what we got. So, all right. Well, that being said, I think it's time to go. The game is in the second half. You can head on over to Grassie's stream if you want to follow along. Or it's also on Amazon Prime if you have that. Appreciate you all. I know it's a short little stream, but yeah, 33% of lottery winners. Sorry, that just came through now. Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't know how to manage a small amount of money, you won't know how to manage a large amount of money. It's harder to manage more money than less. So that's why, as much as I don't like the situation I'm in, I like the fact that I have to grind my way up through it, because I'm going to learn a whole bunch along the way. And even though maybe I won't get to achieve all the benefits of it in my lifetime, I will at least get to pass this down to my kids, so they'll be a whole lot smarter about money. I mean, they're basically learning everything I learn about money now, except they have a 35-year head start on me. So it's like, yeah, I wish I wasn't going through it, but since I'm going through it, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to learn and help as many people possible all the way through. So, all right, sounds good. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Too Evil. Good chatting tonight. One thing about Baptists, though, is Baptists know how to do a good potluck. So if you ever need food, don't go for them for necessarily their morality ideas always and the legalism, but go to the Baptists for food, because they know how to feed you. All right, sounds good. Have a good night, Too Evil.